Okay, I lost count of which video is this. So we're gonna try to configure Apache and PHP, and actually before we start doing that, I went back to the handout that you guys are gonna get, and I updated, actually in the last session when we configured PHP, we forgot to do this, which was to stop Apache. Oh, it's supposed to be in the PHP directory. There's my PHP directory. Here we go. Go to the PHP directory. And we're going to make install, because we did the make, we didn't make install. And boom, 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 boom. And then we're going to, let's say, warning, remember to run libtool finish. I don't know what that is, but hey. Libtool not found. It's a great way to start. Anyway, I don't know what that was anyway. So we made install, and let's start Apache. And apparently it started okay. So we're good to go. And then I updated the documentation here to restore the website files. And some of this, the names are going to change. I think we're going to call this something else. And when you get the documentation, maybe, just maybe, you're going to have the right names. But you're going to find the initial website file, untore that, move to where it should be. Then you're going to go do the same thing for the pictures. And then you're going to do the same thing for uploads and user. Then you're going to apply the latest changes, which is what we did in the last video. And then you're going to clean up the error log, remove the lost and found directory if there is one, change the owner of the tree to dvdaf.dvdaf. And we may have to tune that once we get the server up and running, but that's a good start. And now this is where we are now, where we're going to configure the Apache and PHP. So I looked at the backups. We had, usually when I set up a server, I have a process that goes after other configuration files and snaps them daily to a directory, and we found that. So this is, hopefully this is the configuration that was in Sam's server. So I'm going to go back to our install download folder. It's just our work folder, and we are going to unzip those guys. And where is my unzip command? Somewhere in there. There we go. And we're gonna unzip the config, and we're gonna unzip the scripts. And I'm not sure whether we're gonna touch up the scripts or not. It's you know, obviously there are a bunch of them, and if you're running, depending on how you're running this, you're gonna want to customize these anyway. So, so everything here went up to home, because it was when we zip this, we store the entire path with it. So that's fine. So I'm gonna go one directory up. Under install, I'm gonna move download home dvdaf, and here I have a couple options, install and scripts. I'm gonna move install to where I am. Oh, not install. Install config to where I am, and I'm gonna move. Here we had a couple options, right? Scripts to where I am, and now. Download is where we were. We moved config and scripts there. I'm gonna go to remove -rf, which is forceful and recursive. Download home, and that cleans up download. And let's go to config. This is what it looks like. So This is very promising because these are all dated. So obviously this run at 1 a.m. every day. So they all dated of August 5th, 2020 at 1 a.m. So these are the configuration files that were active when just before the website was backed up and turned off. The only hiccup is these are CentOS configuration files, and we use running Ubuntu, so they are not directly translatable. But it's a good place to start. Okay. How are we going to do this? All right, so I'm going to get this guy and get the shell to edit. We're going to go, where do we keep these? Is it ATC? No. C HTML? No. W? No. Right, so where do we keep? Okay. When we compile PHP, in the configuration there is the root, here we go, ATC Apache. There we go. So over here we have, let's make this half the screen, the other half, make it smaller, make it smaller, you can see a little bit more info. And on the other hand, we can just make it this guy bigger and make this 100%. It's gonna look better. All right. It didn't size correctly. Oh well, we'll live with it. No, we won't live with it. Okay. Now we size it. All right. So we're gonna find, as you remember, the Apache configuration it happens differently than in Ubuntu than in, what should I call it? CentOS. For better or for worse, it is what it is. So I'm just gonna make a copy of whatever it is that we have now to 2020, what day is today? 10/11. And let's edit this sucker. And that there should be some sort of a correspondence between that and this sucker. Now, all right, so usually I remove all the comments, but I'm not going to remove the comments. I'm just going to look for things to change that are relevant, because a lot of these, you know, obviously you're going to have a preference one way or another, but in terms of get things up and running, it's not going to make a difference. That's interesting. See, what is it that we... Is that what we're using here? No. All right, so we would have... Okay, I'm not going to criticize. We would have to see, to open this guide to see who the run users are. So I'm gonna open this, not this. Gonna open another terminal. And this is, those are the environment variables. So Apache run user is www-data as opposed to daemon. It's, you may see, as things get uploaded and you have to execute scripts, you're just gonna have to keep that in mind in terms of permissioning. Let's try to get the thing up and running first. Okay, so, oops. I'm gonna start with, let me quit this guy, and I'm gonna make a copy of this guy because I want to mess it up. It is 2020 1011. I'm gonna open this guy again, and the first thing I'm gonna do is remove all the freaking comments, because they just make it harder for me to read. And where is the command to remove the freaking comments? Here we go. Undo. Not sure what's going on here. Let's try again. Right, so now, give me my word. Pattern not found. What are you talking about? Alright, search for beginning with, oh, because it's a different type of file. Alright, there you go. So, go, that's not right. Undo. So anything that starts with a hash and any number of characters, how about this? Replace with nothing. No, it didn't do it. What am I doing wrong? Starts with a hash. And what was originally? Originally was this. This looks good. Why isn't it working? Gosh. Begins with a hash. And so it is finding these guys. And what if I do until the end of the line? Does that do it? No, it is not. So, oh, not this guy. Darn it, how about this? Does it find it? Next. No, it doesn't. What am I getting wrong here? Okay, how about this? There you go. Okay. Let's get this sucker. Copy. Alright. So now we remove all those comments, and now let me go back to my Word doc and remove the empty lines now. Let's try to help me too much. Oh, not, oh, fuck. That was, I'm gonna have to edit that out. loading empty lines. All right, so it's easier to look at it this way. And now when I go to Apache Conf, I can just see over here. I'm not going to remove the comments from Apache Conf, but server root, it's going to be probably in a different place, but we don't care because it is working. Right? So leave it alone. Listen, page 8, port 80, we don't have to worry about that. Load module, we are loading the modules that we want. I think we're going to need alias and the mod rewrite, but if they're not there, we'll see the errors later. So I'm just going to, as we check the things, I'm going to remove that because then we figure that they're using a different set of IDs for the users. It's not daemon, it's www.data/data. That's fine. Timeout, keep alive, all of this stuff, it doesn't really matter to us. I mean, for these purposes, but we can double check. It's not gonna make a difference. So timeout is 300, keep alive is on. Max keep alive requests, oops. Come on, let's be helpful. 100, keep alive timeout. 5, use canonical name. I don't even remember what that is. And it's not even here, so I don't know what that is. Probably not gonna make a difference. Access file name, I think that's a default, so that's what it is. Server tokens production. It's not even here, so I'm not going to worry about that. Now server signature is off. It's not going to make a difference for us. And hostname lookups off. That's good. Default character set UTF-8. That would be relevant. Not here. That's interesting. We'll see if it works. Files match. Okay, so that is... All right, so undo. Stop helping me. Is caps lock on? Yes, it is. That's the problem. All right. So we are here, and this file match allow deny from also we don't .ht to be seen. For your own server, it's not gonna make a difference. So I'm gonna leave it as is, and that seems what they have come up with over there looks okay. Anyway, if the module PHP 5, then you add type and all right, so remember that I said that the PHP info was only allowed from a specific set of IP addresses, so this is it. I'm just going to remove this, and what we'll do as well is we'll remove PHP info from the Web3. So in that way, who is this guy? This guy. So we're going to do remove var whtml php. It's underscore or what? Info, no underscore. So let's remove that. Oh. It's going to be in the files that you receive, but if you're going to make this this website exposed to anyone, I would recommend either hardcode which IP addresses can get it or remove it. All right, so that's gone. And that means we don't need this concern about IP addresses. And if PHP module is on, we set the type application. I don't think this is anywhere. I don't think we need it actually. Okay, we have to escape this sucker. All right, there we go. Set handler. I don't think we need to add type. We can just do the set handler. But they probably do the same thing. All right. Server admin, no reply. That's probably an environment variable, we'll see. No, not even here. We don't really care about this. If you're running a website, you will know what to do. Directories, this again, if you're running a website, you know what to do with this. So I'm just gonna leave it alone or delete it. Document root, that is not here, but it's pointing to the right place, so let's not worry about it. The module. I don't think we use index.php anywhere. And we know that's picking up index.html from our test, so I'm not going to worry about this anyway. And we're denying HT, so same thing as the previous pieces. Error log. Where are we keeping the error log? It's probably in a different configuration file. Oh, there you go. So log dir is part of those environment variables. So, you know, if you want to know where that is kept, you just look it up, and that way you know what it is. Log level warn, which is what is here as well. What is this? Log config module. All right, so this is how you want your log to contain, and if you're running a website, you're going to have a specific want for this. Oops, undo. That is not something we're going to go over through in this video. And alias, there's nothing here. It's all commented out. Right, so let me undo this. And what we're going to do is here, when we did this guy, we said this is the beginning of the file, so I'm going to add this as well. Right, so that is going to get rid of those, and then going to get rid of these. All right. So we got rid of those comments that were not aligned with the first column. That's fine. So this is nothing. I don't think we need to worry about this. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about that. Meme. We don't use anything special on this. I'm just going to get rid of it. And proxy HTML module. I don't even remember what this is. It's not important that we have to worry about it at this point. Okay, virtual host. So that is where the meat of the configuration is. And SSL, I'm not going to configure SSL for this host. So I'm going to get rid of this. So the only thing we have to worry about are these settings for the virtual host. Okay. Now, let's do this first. Does it have virtual host? Right, so virtual host include option outsides enabled. So apparently this is supposed to be in a separate file. Virtual host configuration. We could do that. I just saw this is This is a duplicate. I don't know how this came here, but this is a duplicate of that. Just to make sure, let me just go here and fix that up. You see? So this is PHP dollar, this is PHP dollar, so it's exactly the same. I'm just gonna delete this guy. This may have been, one of these may have been added by us manually, and when you go to the back video, the videos that we recorded, we will see. And the other may have been added by the, what should I call it? The installation of the module. This piece which associates HTML with PHP, we only use within our site. So maybe that belongs in the site itself as opposed to in the general configuration. So I'm going to remove that. Okay, so this looks okay. And I'm going to save this. And just to make sure we didn't screw up just yet, there's a still chance. We're going to do service Apache 2 stop start. No screw up yet. There's still time. So these guys, I don't think we're going to need it. So I'm going to delete these 5 lines, and you have the virtual host info here. And what I'll do is I'll save this as a file of its own. And over here they said they had the configuration sites. Was that what it was called? Let's check. The bottom, sites enabled. Alright, so I think we put it under sites available, and then we use some sort of a script to create a symbolic link from sites enabled to sites available. If that seems to be the pattern that it follows. I'm just guessing. Alright, so there is a default site there. Now how about sites enabled? Yeah, so see, this is a thingy. So let's say what you have under 00. Not available. That's the guy. And this is the default site. And this is our, what we want it to be. Alright, this looks good. So what we're going to do here, oops, stop moving, is I'm going to just copy everything from here to there. And this, I'm just going to leave it as is with webmaster localhost. If you're hosting a real site, you will know what to do. Okay, and the error log, I'm going to leave everything as is. I'm just going to put in the rest of the stuff here from there onwards. Oh, come on. Alright, so let me quit here. And I'm gonna edit this. Guy slash this and then that, because that way I can come here, go all the way to the bottom, delete this, all the way to the top, delete this, yank all the lines, go to the next file and paste them here. Right, and this is a tab. 0 through, do I use tabs? Or is it tabs only used in their stuff? Yeah, only them use tabs. So I'm gonna go and get me from 0 to the end, search for a tab and replace this 1, 2, 3, 4 and do that globally. All right, so everything is neatly aligned. So document root, it's defined up here, not there. The server name we said was edu. Okay, so directory obviously changes to this. Because we moved the location of the server. And so if it's an HTML within the server, we want PHP to handle it. If it is a security code.jpg, we want the PHP to handle it. The other pictures will be handling normally, but this specific picture is going to be handled by PHP. Robots.txt is going to be handled by PHP, and export.txt is going to be handled by PHP. And PHP errors here, put in whatever website address you want this to be exclusive to. So let's say 192, oops, how'd that happen? 192.168.1.2, and it's gonna be our IP address or whatever. P5 also, it's not public, and neither is P6. And you're gonna have to find a documentation of where P5 and P6 are, but they're not supposed to be accessed by outside people. I think P6, the original pictures. I do not know what P5 is. And O5, likely the old, the deleted or superseded pictures, the same thing that P6 and P5 are. All right, so we fixed those permissions. And now here is, so anything that says owned is going to be translated to that. The only thing is, obviously, it's not .filmaf anymore. It is this guy. So I'm going to search for www-filmaf/. So these guys, I'm going to do a search and replace the file, it's easier. So we're going to search for, like we said, /www.filmaf/ and replace that with var HTML / let's remove this / and remove there's so many slashes here. There you go. So it's going to go anything that starts with /filmaf and replace with var, sorry, /var /www/html, and do that globally. All right. So that was good. Let's take a quick look at it. Dun, dun, dun. All right, so we were going, let's go over these, see if there are any comments we want to make. We talked about security code, robots, and so forth. Errors we talked about. shell. Again, we deny from all because nobody should be accessing that directly. And it's just where we keep scripts that other pieces of the web server are going to invoke. P5, P6, 05, 06 we talked about. This are the different folders and how they get translated in terms of lookup. This guy here, this alias match for JavaScript and CSS, has to do with making sure, this is so, it's kind of important, and so many web servers don't do this. When you have a script and or a CSS, that gets cached in user's local browser. So for you to ensure that the user's browser is always picking up the latest version, what you have to do is change the name of the file, because that way the browser will know it's not cached any longer. And so what we do is in the include files that when we change the JavaScript or CSS, the include will point to a different file. And then on the server, that gets translated to the actual file whose name doesn't change. So that way, the browser will know that, oh, something changed, it's going to retrieve it, and it comes to the server. It will map to the correct name, which doesn't have that fake complement that presents the that is made just to retrieve the data. If you didn't understand any of that, don't worry about it. Just keep it as is. I do not remember what GP, GD, and GG are. These are, it's something to do with the URLs of the collection, so you can obviously see what that is, but it just gets translated in that manner as a parameter to that index.html. What are we doing here? Okay, so we have to replace the con with the comma with edu, and these are bots that kept hitting the site for no reason, so we're just sending an 404 to them. And all right, so what we found here is that the .com needs to be replaced. Okay, so that's the end of the first virtual host. So what I'm going to do is search for comma, combined committee com 3sedu, next, replace, next, replace, next, replace, next, replace, next. All right, so we fixed the com to .edu. Now we have two servers here. One is dvdaf.edu and the other is dv1.us. And that's the picture server. So remember I said we had several servers. dv1.us sit in a totally different machine, some other place, and had only pictures. And that's in all the pictures in the entire website. When we want to hit a picture, that's what the URL is going to point towards. And the reason why it's dv1.us is because it's a very short URL that we were able to buy way back when. And so this should be relatively straightforward. So this is only, this presents an interesting, we found a vulnerability because this server should have exactly the same settings. Of course, people didn't know that, so it was like hidden, but ignorance is no replacement for security. So this should, no, actually this is not bad. This is not bad at all. Can be better. So, but what this is okay, that's where it belongs. HTML set handler to PHP, robot set handler, export set handler, directory. Anything that is HTML is going to be denied to all. Anything that's PHP is going to be denied to all. So same for JS. Same for all these directories. Oh, actually, no, this is right. This is not bad. This is not bad. There's probably a few more things that we could add here. So I'm not gonna take, because I'm not gonna spend a lot of time doing this. If you're gonna run an actual website exposed to the world, you're gonna have to come back here and keep in mind that you have two virtual hosts. They're exposing the same tree, and you're gonna have to make the security settings consistent so that you do not have somebody coming to dv1.us trying to explore the tree from DVDAF or FilmAf. And the way to do that is to, when you go to, what is that, var w age, you have a bunch of folders here. Why is lost found still there? Remove an rf lost found. There you go. So what you have to do is all the items that you do not want accessed, you're going to have to do a deny. And so when we come here, most of them are already denied. So I may have given it some thought when I did the initial migration to SAM server. But you can see D1 and C0, D1, DT don't have anything. Cache, it's not, if somebody comes in and brings and loads cache, it's like no big deal because it has no information. Icons, they should be coming in anyway. Lib and libx are already denied. Here someplace. See, lib and libx are already denied. NB are just pictures. O through P6 is just pictures. We just want the same access rights that we had before. So P5, P6, O5, O6 are denied as they should. And we denied all the PHP, JS, and HTTP and other things. So that is cool. R should have been denied, but it's not going to be executable anyway. And RT should be denied. And shell is already denied here. Styles is fine. So you're going to have to come here and flush out what utils should be denied. Okay, so the important stuff is denied. There may be some cleanup that needs to do, but that is not bad. That is not bad. So I'm not going to touch this. If you're putting out a web server for real out to the internet, you should re-examine this. All right. So what am I doing here? So we configure Apache. So let's kill it and bring it up again. Oh, you're killing me. Control process exit with error code. So there is a configuration error. And I have to find where the ls, I think it's under var w log, perhaps. HTML log, no. That doesn't look right. Okay, log, no. Apache. All right, that's where it is. And so this is the error log that we want. I'm just going to tail it. And maximize this guy so we can look at it. Where's the error? I'm gonna pause this for a second. I'll be right back. Okay, let's see, try to figure out what's going on. Get that tail command and then let's follow it. This window. And meanwhile, we are going to, so that's the tail. And we're going to get another, what's this guy, that guy, this guy. We're going to stop, and that's fine. We're going to start. So we know it's not, for some reason it's not logging onto this the error log. Okay, let me quit this and it's still the access log. It doesn't make sense. All right, regardless. There's nothing in the access log. Is it possible that we are sending the error logs to some place that doesn't exist with the virtual virtual guy? Let's see where we're sending stuff to. Apache log there, error log, access log combined. So we didn't touch this. Can't touch this. Right, so let me remove here. Oh, undo. I didn't load both of them. Let me load both of them because. Okay, next. This is what we basically removed from the other file. This we should have kept. Okay, let's see if we remove only the first guy, if we start the second guy. Sorry, if we remove only the first configuration. Nope, that didn't help. All right, error syntax on line 97. So line 97 has got issues. Rewrite engine. That is not a module that has been loaded into Apache, so we have to load that module. Quit. And let me hold on a second. Let me find the notes on how to add a service. It's here someplace, because we removed server. Remember, we had there was an issue with MMP. Here we go. So we use this guide to add a service. So we're going to go up one, less mods available, and we're looking for mod rewrite. So we add mod rewrite. Where is, here we go. All right, so let's try again. Stop. Start. Yes, not bad. All right, so let me do the same thing for, not do the same thing, but bring in these, the lines we had removed. Oops, what happened here? We're in the wrong place. All right. cd minus brings you to the previous directory. Okay. And that's the second server. And let's stop. And let's start. No errors, that is good. Don't need this. And over here, let's try to go to www.filmaf.edu. And it's not happening. Okay. That's the other guy. Where's my tail command? So that is the request we just got or sent. And come on. Why am I having so much trouble with this? PHP Fatal Error. Remember we said the PHP error changed? Oh, fantastic. So in the scripts all over the place, it is referring to the root of the server. And that's failing because the root has changed. Oh, pain in the ass. We could go back and make www.FilmAf the root, but then we would have to redo a lot of the stuff we did. So we can search for this guy, and it's gonna be okay. That's gonna be time consuming. But I'm gonna just do one so you guys can see what it is, and then we'll stop the video, we'll edit the fields. When they put the archives out, they will be pointing at all of that's going to be fixed, but that is what we're hitting. So let me fix one, and what I'll do is at least fix one page. There may be many files we have to fix. So what I'll do is I'll get this guy and I'll put it minus F, which is a follow. So every time we request a page, this is going to print. And I'm going to make it smaller because I don't want it to wrap. Okay, make that here. And this, I'm going to use this to edit the files. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to use this. I'm going to use another. I could use PHP Storm, but I'm just going to use VI. So give me a terminal. So where is this again? This is under var w.html. And the issue is user local libphp. No, that's not. This is looking for that. Whatever, I don't know where it's coming from. Anyway, you have index, vi index. In here, let's make this a little bit bigger. So, oh, this may be easy to fix because there is an identify PHP, and that's where GS root's being set. Global string root. That's very old naming nomenclature. So maybe it's easy to fix. Identify, right? Was that right? All right. And this is, I don't remember where all of this is, but hopefully this is working. Where is the, oh, GS root, there we go. So here, let me just search for GS root. And you could have a different, you know, again, this was created with one production server and one development server in mind. So you could have different roots in them. So we just need this guy to replace there. Let's give it a go. Aha! That is good. So there is some stuff working. The pictures obviously are not. The reason why the pictures are not is because we haven't redirected the IP. The domain to the IP. So if we come, I don't remember where it was. It's host etc hosts. This is not a root shell. Vi etc host.conf. I think that's what it is. Nope. Hosts. Yes. I think I can Control D. I'm just gonna keep bashing these one after the other. I don't think we need separate lines. We'll see. And so dv1.us is what we want. So that's what's missing. And I think it is service service network manager restart and refresh. Social network. What social network? See protections. This may be from the affiliate programs. The affiliate programs require that we had like pixels and so forth. And so when you get this, you can go in and you can go in and fix that, remove all the trackings and stuff. All right, so some of it is working, some of it isn't. The pictures are not, that's why it is not colorful. And view image. So dv1.us is going to the outside world. That's the problem. That's why we're not getting it. Did I get it right? dv1.us. So this, it didn't like this guy. How about if I do it like this? Didn't like it. Maybe there's a different command that I need to do to restart the network. When we did this the first time, at the very beginning, what did we do? Yeah, that's what we did. Network manager restart. Copy, quit. It's exactly what we did. And this is not working. Do I have to? Let me copy this guy. And in here, I'm just going to close Firefox, open it again, and paste. Why can't I paste? Oh, Jesus. Why you make my life difficult? Control V. dv1.us. It is going to the outside world. Dun, dun, dun. FilmAf edu is coming to the right place. Ash, where is that coming from? Ash is coming to the right place. The only thing is the DVD thingy, the picture thingy is not, for some reason. Otherwise, this is well, support forums, when we had support forums. That was a long time ago, 10 years. Okay, so there are other things that we'll need to fix. But I'm gonna try to figure out what's wrong with the pictures. See, these are the releases and so forth. So there is some life in it. No, US new releases, and for different weeks. This is such a great site. All right, so I'm gonna take a break, and when we come back, we'll figure out how to fix this. Catch you guys later.